So on Friday, the 10th of February, Bitcoin update. I'm starting with the green box, which I showed you the past days for Bitcoin to make this ABC. We hit the box. Are we done here and are we bouncing? Meaning we have leg number 4 in place or more downside. That is pretty important right here, and I will explain what I'm looking for with this Elliott wave chart and then switch to my other charts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is my main count, which I think is playing out, which would mean that we have a next leg up towards 25,000. If we check the length of the retracement of leg number 4, which is usually going to the 236 or the 382 fib level, we can see perfectly in that level. That's good, but as always with Elliott wave, there are a couple scenarios possible. For instance, that we do have 3 already in place here, and that we do have this one should be here also, but that's a small detail. That we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that we are now doing a bigger correction to complete that, to correct that cycle we had to the upside, and therefore you can look to the total cycle, and then we do have a bigger retracement usually in leg number 2, because then we do have here 5 completed, leg number 1 doing a correction in 2, and then we could easily go to the 0.5 fib level and look where that is. This level is the CME gap that is still open, so that's a possibility. I can imagine that we would do something like this to do a bigger ABC to the downside. So that is the risk to the downside. That also makes me think like I'm waiting here a bit to see what happens. The bounce so far doesn't look very strong. This is the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. I could see here a move higher towards that resistance at 22,300. If we break above, reclaim that level, then I would look for new longs towards 25,000. If we stay below, we have the risk of that bigger correction. And look here, if you look at the lower time frame, this is the 15-minute, and we have those lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower high. And here, still a lower high. We didn't break the bearish structure yet. So to look for a long, I want to see a break above, or break out of the structure, then a pullback, and then I would look for a long towards 22,300 with possibility for more. So even on the lower time frame, I'm not looking, we don't have a break in the structure yet. So I'm not in a rush here. And even if I look at Bitcoin on the lower time frame, I do think we could even make a bigger or another leg to the downside and still be in that ABC, because over here I do think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you look at this move, I do have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes 1, 2, 3 here. Could see here a bounce, and then one more down, and then we do have a B, C, where the C leg is in 5 legs. It's a bit puzzling on low time frame. You could also say we have an ABC here, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're finished and we go up. So could be finished here. The green box could be enough, but there's also a risk for a bit more downside, and therefore I am Now, just waiting to see how we bounce. Do we have a slow bounce like this? Then I do think more downside, and we are long if we reclaim this level, and then we would be looking for 25,000.